Good morning everyone, happy Wednesday and welcome to Hunkydory Craft TV. We have a very special live launch for you today. I'm super excited. It is a new addition to our Moonstone Dies, so stay tuned because you are going to love them. I think it's the perfect weather as well to bring these dies out, if I'm honest. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this hour. Lovely Lisa is back from her holidays. Hi Lisa.
Hi.
Did I just catch you mid eating a scone?
Yep.
Things never change around here. Did you have a nice time?
I had a lovely time.
It looked very good from your photos. And over in the demonstration station, it's Wednesday, so Kat's here.
Hello.
Good morning, Kat.
Good morning.
Have these dies got you in the mood for food and alcohol and sunshine?
Absolutely.
They are.
Yes.
It's just what it does, doesn't it?
It is.
I'm
Yep.
so excited to share them with everyone. Our BBQ Time dies are officially here. So you've got to grab your sunnies and stay tuned for this brand new launch. But first, before we get to it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. 5 people are in with the chance of winning this incredible collection. It is a huge, our Whimsical World luxury topper collection. This is the only image you need to see, by the way, because this collection is absolutely adorable. 5 lucky winners are going to win this on Friday's show, and the question we're asking you this week is as follows. The world's longest barbecue measures how many meters? Is it A, 8,000, B, 10,000, or C, 13,000? So like, share and comment for your chance to win this fantastic topper collection. We'll announce the winners on Friday's show. So like we said, live launch coming to you today. It is our BBQ Time Ultimate Collection. Is this included if you order stuff today?
Yes.
Oh, very exciting. I did want to double check because I wasn't very sure. But this week we are running our Christmas festive trolley dash. So if you place any order throughout this week up until Sunday or until stocks last, because these are very, very limited, you will get one of these added to your order. So if you get an extra little treat in there, do not worry. It's just a little thank you from us to you. It is the gorgeous Owl My Love decollage collection and base lace that will come free with every order. But let's get to it. Have a look at these fantastic card models. Aren't they the best things you've ever seen? They're super, super fun. And it's one of those die sets which you will use every single year. Maybe it's for invitations, maybe it's for Father's Day that's coming up. They're really, really fun. So let's have a look, because there's different ways in which you can buy them. We've got 2 brand new die sets for you in this collection. You can get them both together and it's going to save you a huge £10. What a deal for this one. £29.98 if you want to get them both together. You're going to get your grilling and chilling, and you're going to get your barbecue legend, which also comes with the fantastic oven mitt, the hat and the apron. So not just thinking about barbecue cards, but also thinking about any people who are chefs in the family, people who like to bake in the family. We could easily transform this into a flowery little apron for any bakers. It's really, really fun. So individually, if you wanted to get them, we've got our barbecue legend, which comes with the really nice mix of dies. There's 8 dies included in here. You've got the apron, the oven mitt, you've got the 3 utensils, your barbecue legend, which comes with a mat and layer, and then you've also got the chef's hat as well. So all of those coming to you in this collection. And these are really large dies as well. They will, most of them, I think the apron is a little bit wider, but most of them will fit through your smaller die cutting machines as well, which we absolutely love. So £19.98 for this large die set. If you £19.99?
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa, what have you done? Knocked a penny off. And then the other one we have for you is your grilling and chilling. This one is going to come with your barbecue and all the yummy things as well. You get the lid separate, so you can place that on or have it off if you want to. You're also going to get a steak, a burger, some sausages, a chicken drumstick and a kebab. There's also the gorgeous little smoke sort of rings. You've got the little beer bottle there as well, and then you've got your grilling and chilling sentiment that comes with a mat and layer as well. 11 dies included in this one, so you can make some really fun cards with this on its own or together with the die included in the bundle. So $19.98 if you want to get them individually, but getting them together is going to save you that £10 saving, £29.98 to get those dies. And let me show you through some of the makes, because the design team did such an awesome job on this one. They had a whale of a time, and you can really tell because the cards are so cool. First of all, this is like my favourite thing ever. It's so cute. So Lisa has made a little sort of cutlery holder and a little sauce holder as well. We were just saying, Lisa, in that VT, I'd love to know how many pubs you had to go to steal these little things, because I never see these around anymore. But very, very cool ideas and different things you could be making with your dies as well. We've also got this really nice shape card. I love the use of glossy accents on this one. This is a gorgeous sample by Claire, and you can see when you move it in the light all of the fantastic meat that's cooking away there on the grill is all covered in that gorgeous glossy accents. We've got another really nice one here. You'll notice that some of these cards as well use different elements. We have those coming up on the show, so stay tuned for those ones. A gorgeous little aperture card there, and this one is super simple with the sort of classic red barbecue. You could be using these on really fun shape cards like this one that Wendy's done. I love how you've got sort of like the progression of the really food cooking on that one. It's really cool. It's super clever. This one as well really blew me away when this came into the office. This is another one by Lisa, and she's used a wheel concept card to create this one. So every time you turn it, different things pop up on the barbecue. It's a really clever idea. Super well thought out, this card as well. I absolutely love it. Some other cards we've got made, these ones focus more on our barbecue legend. This is a lovely little one with sort of like the greens and the gingham and that craft card there. Really nice combination. I also like this one as well, using it with your embossing folders to give it a really cool background. We've got the card that Stacey created for the fantastic packaging there, so you can see how simple these can be, how different they can look. I love this one as well, because just like I said, this one can be so transformative for different occasions, and Lisa again has used her paper pad here to do a really fun bright one for Mother's Day, and I love the fact the card looks like a little frying pan. So it's really clever. And then we've also got this one here, a really fun easel card with the two different aprons on there. So maybe you've got a chef in the family, maybe you know someone who's at like cooking school or culinary college, then this is going to be a perfect set to have in your stash. Really fun, different ideas there from the team. So thank you everyone. We have so many more models to show you as well, but let's go to Kat to see what you can make with them and how everything cuts out.
Fun times. So we are going to concentrate on our barbecue set for the first one, and we are going to do a little bit of colouring in. So I'm going to take my main barbecue, and I love the size of these as well.
Really
They're
good.
Really good.
Super chunky. So if you want them as like a main sort of centerpiece in your card, they're sized perfectly. But if you want them to just be like in the background, they also fit really nicely in that way. There's lots of different ways in which you can use these dies.
Absolutely. So we'll pop them on there, and then we'll just add a few of our elements on. I did obviously cut and colour quite a few of these yesterday in preparation, and then realised I was probably a bit greedy and they won't all fit on the barbecue at the same time. So we'll go. But I just got carried away with the moment.
You could have a plate with them on.
You could, definitely.
You could be mixing and matching all sorts of things on here.
So Let's get these plates in some kind of order. Sure that's the right way up. We will use the metal shim while there's some smaller details in there. And run them through the die cut machine. It's coming, it's coming. I know, I bet a lot of the barbecues were broke out for the first time this weekend as well,
definitely.
weren't they?
Did you? We were saying that we need barbecues over the next weekend as well, but it definitely feels a little bit chillier today, not going to lie. Feels a little bit chillier.
Yeah, my car was a little bit frosty this morning.
Which makes me a little bit sad, but
Yeah.
It's okay. We're used to it here. We can have a barbecue in the rain.
Oh, definitely.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, it
No,
would not.
and won't be the last, I'm sure. So we'll just take out our little elements. Ooh, where's my chicken drumstick gone? It's there.
I was thinking as well, like the different ways in how you could use these dies. You could kind of like cut off the top legs of the barbecue as well and make it a little bit shorter if you wanted to. You could turn it into a fire pit. Use the smoke bit to turn it into a fire pit. That would look really cool.
It did take me a while. I'll confess my stupidity. I had them laughing in here this morning because looking at the dies, I couldn't figure out what the smoked bits were. I was like, that's a strange banana. I thought someone was like doing banana splits on the barbecue. But I got there in the end.
Banana splits on the barbecue sound good. A nice little caramelised banana.
Yeah, you wrap them in tin foil and
Yeah.
put them on the barbecue. So, yeah, let's do a little bit of colouring in, which you know is my favourite thing. So, like I said, we're going to go again for a really traditional kind of red barbecue. So I'm going in with 513. And I love
like
that
this as well. Diane said if you cut the legs off, you could turn it into a UFO.
Yes.
See, all the different things that we can come up with in our little brains. There's loads of different ways in which we can adapt these dies to turn them into lots of different things.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, because Claire did it on one, didn't she? That nice circular kind of window one. She'd like chopped it down a bit, so it was just peeking through the window. Definitely. So we're just going to start colouring this in.
I like the fact that you can do lots of different sort of ways of adding colour to these dies too, because the way that Stacey always designs her die sets is that they are super, super like snippable. That's the word. So if you wanted to paper piece, you didn't want to colour, or you could do, if you just want to cut it out of one colour and add little highlights, you can do.
Yeah, there's even room to get in with your inks and stuff as well, isn't there? So I'm just going round now, picking out some dark detail with the 538. I think you're due some new pens, Mrs. I've borrowed Natalie's pens.
I know. When you said, I was like, yeah, of course.
So just start blending them down. Obviously, you're going to take more time than I am.
I do think it's because they were upright though.
Yeah, and you start going.
They start going a bit funny. I need to make sure that they're all flat.
And then you're going to do the same with your lids. Colour all that in. I'm going to colour a few of the little elements and hope I can find a few more things. So with like things like my sausages and stuff, I do like to go in with my lightest shade first and then build
I
up
think
on
this is
top.
always a good starting point, really, to go in with like that lighter shade and then really add
Your colour.
the detail afterwards.
Then I'm going to take 543 and we'll just start bringing that down and round on the top. We'll try and not have too much burnt food on this barbecue.
I don't know, I feel like the more cremated on a barbecue, the better.
Do you think, are you one of those that believes in that?
Yeah.
The browner the better?
Yeah, it just tastes a bit better. They just, so much more flavour in them, I think.
Yeah, and you feel like you're at a barbecue, don't you then?
Yeah.
That's the, it's what makes it different from just doing them in the oven. And then just keep going back and blending those colours down into each other. And then I'm going to go back with an even darker brown. Let's go for the 536 just to get that caramelization on the top. And if you were wanting to go in with like your highlighters, like your white gel pens, and pick out those details, you can do that to make them really pop as well.
Idea as well.
So we're going to do that. We're just going to add a little bit of, let me try and get these back in the right one so I don't
Oh no, don't worry, they're all a mess. Just put them anywhere.
Now we're just going to add a little bit of cool grey to our steam. We're going to go with a slightly darker one because that's not picking up.
I think
okay, 3.
3's a better one.
And it's got those score lines in for you, so you can just kind of follow them. You know where to add some highlight. So we'll put them to the side. I've done more of them. So let's start working on the background of my car. So I'm going to do a 5x7. Cut a matte layer here to 3 notches under. So let's do a matte 7x5. So I'm going to bring a tiny little bit of peak of gold in here in the sentiment. So
just ties it all together.
It all does, yeah. And I'm keeping the background really simple because these, you don't have to overcomplicate these dies if you don't want to. You can keep it really fun and really simple. But as you go on, you can really start playing around with them. I know there's more fantastic examples to come that show you how you can really have some great fun with these. And then I'm going to take some green adorable scoreable.
Nice.
And again, we will take this to 3 notches under the 5. And then I'm just going to use my craft knife to do a wavy-ish line along the bottom to create some grass effect.
Nice.
But before we stick that down, I'm going to take the shadow part of my sentiment and we're going to cut this out of here. So we're going to have like a little peekaboo moment.
Might fit through your mini machine as well.
It probably would. I'm just going to skewer that there. Let's try while it's here. And we'll take that through. Perfect. Nice. So you've got that aperture. And you can save this bit. This is usually the bit you keep, but we're discarding it for this card. But keep it for another.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And then we'll take a little bit of the scrap gold that we've got left. Scissors. All this fit across there. Do we need to do a slightly longer section to cut my sentiment out of? And we'll pop this on here, and we'll run that through. And this is just tying that little bit of gold in from what we said before. I love the sentiment as well. It's so much fun. Where's my hand gone?
It is very cute, isn't it?
I've lost my hand.
Is it on the back of the thingy?
Yes, there we go. And I love it's like it's in separates as well, so you don't have to put it all the way across. You can split it up if you want to.
I also think it's quite nice that you could just have like chilling,
yeah,
or you could just have like grilling. Like you don't have to use all of it together.
That's it.
It just makes it more usable for lots of different other cards.
It really does. So I'm going to pop this down here. I'm going to pop it flat because I do want to pop my barbecue on. And because of the element that I'm adding to my barbecue, I don't want too many layers. So it keeps it nice and movable. It'll make sense in a minute when I show you. So I'm just going to take out the little bit there. Add a little bit of tape runner to the back. Let me figure out where this goes. Is grilling's first, isn't it?
Lots of people watching the show today. Lots of people commenting about their orders that they are awaiting for delivery on. So happy postage day to everyone who's getting their parcels delivered today. It's always super exciting when you've got a parcel coming in. You know you're very excited to open it and get using those things.
It is. There's nothing better than when you know it's coming through that post box.
Anne says one of my items was the storage box. Oh dear, I think I might need to get another one.
Yeah.
If you need to get other ones of those storage boxes, you're gonna have to be really quick, because I know that they have all been reordered, because we are down to the last sort of few chances to get your hands on them. So if you want to get another one, get it now.
So what I've done is I've taken my base of my barbecue and my lid. I've not done this on camera because it was a little bit fiddly with my nails yesterday. But all I've done is pierced a little hole and added a brad in the top, just so you can move that lid up and down, so you've got that lovely movable element.
That's a nice idea as well, because it adds that touch of like fun to the card.
It does, yeah, that little bit of kineticness. So I'm just going to add some foam pad just to the back bit there, and we'll see if I can squeeze in a little bit of skinny just on that section, and a little bit on the wheels, just where we've got that little bit more space. And I love how, I mean, I know they're not technically all primary colours, but these really strong, vibrant colours just work together.
They're just super bright, aren't they?
Yeah. Make sure you don't put a foam pad on your lid, because you want that to keep that a movable element. So we can just pop this down.
Oh, I love this. This looks so good.
It's clean, isn't it? Even though you've got lots of colours and stuff going on.
It looks really good.
So let's bring in some of my food elements that we've made here. I think I'm going to hang
Oh, that's a clever idea.
that off the side, just to give me a little bit more. So I'm just going to add
more room.
Yeah, a little bit of tape off. So we'll pop that there. And then let's see what we can get on here. We can definitely get some sausages. And you can layer them up. And like I said, because we're leaving this completely loose, so it can come down afterwards as well.
Susan said, loving this demo. I need to get my dies out and do some die cutting. I haven't used them since Christmas.
Oh no.
Since Christmas? You definitely need to get them out.
You do. And then let's add that chicken drummer just on the top there, and then this will still close there, and we've got that little steamy element that we had before that we can have coming off in the background.
The use of the brad is very clever here, Kat. I love that element.
Thank you.
Look how cool this is.
Just pop it onto a card blank. It is really annoying me that my brad's silver and the rest of my card's gold, but it's what I had to hand.
I can't see it.
I'll go in with a yellow alcohol marker and thingy. It's just me being particular. And
it looks gold from here.
There we go.
So clever.
You can just lift this up
and reveal all the food. Love it. That is absolutely incredible. It's so fun. Thanks, Kat. An awesome first demo for the day. We have a new Radiant Sentiment die. People might have already seen this one, might have been waiting for it to come. It is our Happy Father's Day die. So you are going to get your Happy Father's Day sentiment. Then you're also going to get 4 of those gorgeous Radiant sentiments. These are absolutely perfect because they allow you to do so many things with these dies. You can make shaker apertures with the largest ones. You can, of course, matte and layer in lots of different colours. You can have bigger mats and layers or smaller mats and layers. They are super fun. If anyone has had any of our Radiant dies, they will know how useful these are. You're also going to get 3 elements alongside this one. We've got the cup, we've got the rosette, and we've also got the stars that you can use together or separately. 8 cutting dies in total in this one. If you want to grab your hands on this die, it's £14.99, and the text fits perfectly on a 5x5 card. Now we do have so many other radiant dies as well in our stash that we can do a really good deal on, but have a look at some of these cards that have been made. Some of them just use the new elements, some of them use the new die alongside our brand new barbecue collection, like this one, a gorgeous little twisted easel. I love the use of the oval die on this one to create like a little plate with all of the goodies on. That one's really clever. These shape cards are very, very fun as well. Another one by Lisa here. Great use of the checked paper from your essential paper pads for this as well. Absolutely loving the orange barbecue as well. That is a favourite of mine. This one's super cute. Another one by Wendy Hood. I love the fact that she's turned this into like a little table with the Happy Father's Day in the background there. It folds down. Yes, it does. That is so clever. That is so clever. Wendy, what an absolute genius. I'm just loving all the like technology we have in these cards that we've seen today. They're really, really fun. That is so cool, because of course then we can lift that up and we can fold it flat for posting, which everyone absolutely loves. And then there's some other ones here, that Happy Father's Day with the stars on it, a nice little 5x5, and then we've got another one with the barbecue and the Happy Father's Day. Really love the check pattern in the background on that one as well. Super, super clean and absolutely awesome. So that is our brand new Father's Day die, £14.99. However, if you want to mix and match, you absolutely can do. We've got loads for you to choose from. Any 2 for £24.98. Of course, we've got our Mother's Day die. You could be getting that to get ahead for next year if you didn't get it already. Then we've got our sets, which come in 2. So we've got Good Luck and Thank You. Every one of these dies comes with 10 dies. You're going to get the words, and then you're going to get 4 radiant mats and layers to go with them. So Happy Birthday and Best Wishes is the next one we've got. Thinking of You and Good Luck. And then we've also got Hello Sunshine and Hello Spring. This one is really, really nice. This one would work so good with that barbecue as well, really would, if you wanted to mix and match them. So £24 and 98p to get your deal on those ones. We're coming back to you, Kat.
Okie dokie.
Are we ready?
We can be. We can do
It was a quick one, that.
So unsurprisingly, because I don't feel like I've used it for ages, I'm bringing in some craft cards. And we're going to go slightly scrapbooky-esque looking vibes with this one. That's the feeling that I'm going to do. We're going to do a nice chunky 8x8. So we'll start with our base layer. So we'll take that to 8x8. Then we are going to take some parchment. And we're going to take this to, I think, 7 1/4. Just so we've still got enough of that craft coming through. And I'm not going to stick that down yet until I've got my other elements. So we're going to take more craft. And we are going to do I think it's a 5x5 section. And then I've also done a green, just to give it a little bit of contrast, section to, I think this is 5.5 by 5.5 out of the Matastic, just to add a little bit of punch of colour in there. And I've outlined this and all my other pieces, you'll see as I bring them in throughout the show, with a white gel pen, just to make everything pop. So that's my 8x8 layer and my 5x5. And then I'm going to take some of the offcuts, and we are going to try and squeeze on both our barbecue and our pinny.
I think we'll definitely be able to
for this one. And then I'm also going to cut at least 2 of each of like the implements. So you're going to have to repeat this a couple of times. I don't know where my chef's hat gone. I must have left it on my desk yesterday. But we'll pop a few of these on here now just so you get the idea. But you want to be cutting at least 2 of each of all these because we're going to make like a little background up with them. So we're going to do that. Make sure I don't lose anything I actually need. That flip. And run these through the die cutting machine. That's not right. I can tell my layers all wrong there, isn't it? I need something else on top.
Ooh, hidden at the bottom.
It was just hiding. It's coming. So we'll unlayer this. So you're going to take your 2 main elements that have gone right to the top for some reason. That's not going to sit. It's going to be a disaster. So you can pop out your pinny and your barbecue. And then we're just going to pick up any accents that we think will work with the white gel pen. So like your little stitch detail all around the edge. Cool. And all around there. And then also on the pinny I've coloured in the strings in white and the top in white. So you end up with something that looks like this.
Nice.
And then also just picked out some elements on the barbecue.
Ooh,
as well.
Cute.
And then what I've done with all these other layers, let's just take these out and add a couple on for you. Like I said, cut multiples of these. They're perfect for going through your smaller machines when you've got lots and lots to do. So I think there's tongs, there's fork, pincers, and the hat that I've used across here. So you don't need millions, like I said. And then all we're going to do is scatter them around the background of this to make like
that fake embossing.
Faux embossed effect.
It's one of my favourite things to do with little dies like this. It just gives them like a new lease of life almost.
It does.
And when you've got a theme like this that's very specific and you don't necessarily have something that would go with it, this is a really clever idea of using all those dies.
And then again, I've done the same thing. We edged the edge in the white and I'm going to pick out all the detail.
By just going around
it and then anything that's inside
as well. It's
a
very clever idea.
Just to bring a bit more life to it. But like I said, it is very much scrapbook vibes, this one. So do all that and you will end up with something that looks a little bit like this. And you can just see, it takes a little bit of time, but I think it's worth it. And like Natalie said, you're just creating your own background of things that when you might not have something that goes in your stash. So here's my 8x8 all lined. I need to find where I hid that piece of parchment. I'm going to add that in the background. And I'm just going to layer these things up so I know where they can go and then I know where I can hide my adhesive. And I think I'm going to go slightly wonky.
Michelle has said, I see no one has remembered to get new plates. Lisa, did you not get new plates? We've had new plates, haven't we? Oh, it was just a new metal plate. But that's already a bit wobbly. Unless we've not used the new metal plate. No, we haven't. It's on the side, isn't it? I think it's behind. It's on the side. I don't even think we've used it. So there we go. They are here. Lisa's brought them. Sometimes we just can't get all of the bits and pieces though, because if we take them for in here, then we don't have them to sell. And then if you guys call up and say, I need new plates, and you can't get them because we've all got them, then we're in trouble.
So we're just going to layer them up, and I think that little pop of green just really, really helps with this one. And then we can add our layers on. We'll go like this. We'll go with some foam pads. And again, let's just pick out the bits where we can And
I like this. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I think it's different from anything we've seen in the examples as well, isn't it? It's just showing how you can go in with slightly different mediums.
Yes.
And make a completely different looking card. I mean, I think things like your barbecue, just done like in gold or silver on black, to keep it really simple, would look fabulous, but really classy at the same time.
Yeah, there's lots of cool ways in how you can sort of like use these together and create different styles of cards, and like you're doing here, like scrapbook pages with some pictures of like barbecues that you've had with friends and family. It would be awesome.
It would.
Great way to keep all your memories together as well.
Then we are going to take our Father's Day. I think we'll do this out of the green just to really make that pop again.
It's going to stand out then, isn't it, off the background?
Secure that on there. Hopefully this will go through the smaller one. And then I'm going to take, I have done one layer already, but that I've done out of craft and edged with white. I'm going to take one smaller and do it out of the parchment, and then we're just bringing all the elements that we've got on there together. I was trying to be frugal and reuse my tape, but let's be honest, it's there to be used at the end of the day.
It is.
So we'll run these two through the smaller machine.
That's why you get so much on a roll.
It is, absolutely. And back and forth with that one. Make sure we've got a nice clean cut, which we have. I can think that in a second, and then we'll go in this one. And bring that back. And then we can just layer these up, and this is the beauty of the Radiant Sentiments. That you get
We
this.
do love them here at the office, don't we? They are our favourite style of sentiment, I think, when it comes to...
Because you can just use as much or as little as you want with them. It's really fab. And I love that you can do like apertures and all those kind of great effects as well. So we'll pop that on there. Let's get our poke tool in to get all our little bits out of this.
An absolute essential when die cutting is your pokey tool.
It is.
I love the fact that we've got so many different like parts of our pokey tools as well.
Yeah.
They make it very, very handy for all different styles and types of dies that you can purchase from us here at Hunkydory.
And your dot eat tape runner is absolutely perfect for these.
Oh yeah.
But
essential.
the lesson that I've learned is that you just go in and do tiny little dabs like I'm doing here. Don't drag it across when you've got sentiments like this, because it will just
kind
pull
of like
apart.
sticks to the edges a little bit,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
But as long as you just do tiny little sections, you're absolutely fine.
Another really good tip for when you're doing your sentiments as well is to use the back of a foam pad sheet, because the tape doesn't actually stick to that sheet.
That's
then
clever. I didn't know that. See, every day's a school day.
So keep those sheets that you might have thrown away. Just one of them. It comes in handy. I like this. This looks so cool.
In this corner. It's just a different look, just a slightly different vibe, but you can imagine you could just slot a picture in there as well, and you would be good to go. And let's just pop that onto a card blank.
Such good colour combination as well. They
Just
really
that
work together, the craft
little
and that green.
Add in, and that could be a pattern paper, it could be a bit of adorable scorable, it can be whatever you want, but I just think
love it.
It works.
Thank you, Kat.
You're
A really
welcome.
great way of showing you how you can like add different sort of like touches of colour to your dies as well. Win It Weekly reminder. we're giving away our Whimsical World Topper collection. We have 5 lucky winners to win this. All you have to do is answer the following question. The world's longest barbecue measured how many meters? Is it A, 8,000, B, 10,000, or C, 13,000 meters? Like, share and comment, and we will announce the winners on Friday's show. Next up, I've got some essentials for you that you will want to use with your dies, and we're starting off with something that is brand new today. It is brand new today. It has been so popular on Hobby Maker as well. It is our Precision Craft tweezers. You are going to get 2 tweezers within here. We have the straight and we have the angled tweezers as well, so great for when you're placing dies down or picking up tinier dies as well. They have spring action on them, so they're super comfortable and easy for lots of people to be able to use those with. They have little handles at the top here, so great for sort of like storing if you wanted to hang them, but super handy for picking up anything that's a little bit fiddly. Great for peel off stickers, picking up little die cut elements like we said, gemstones as well if you want to sort of like pick them up with your tweezers and place them specifically somewhere on your card, then these are going to be great. And also really handy if you're wanting to add sort of like white craft glue to your smaller die cut elements. You can hold it with your craft tweezers, then you can go in with your white craft glue as well. So you're going to get 2 tweezers. They do have, I'll show you, might have to go this way around. They do have really tiny Hunkydory H's on them. On the bottoms, you've got the purple handy grip there. That's a really nice sort of, I want to say perforated, but that's probably not the word. But it's really handy. And yet we've got the straight version, and then we've also got that sort of curved version as well. So any angles or anything that you need to do, both of those are going to be included for you. And you're going to get them for £5.99, £5.39 if you are a Diamond Club member for both of those brand new tweezers. So add them to your crafting baskets. Your die brush, we were just talking about it earlier, it's fantastic. 3-in-1 die brush. You have got the fantastic brush, the spatula and the needle tool. It comes in kind of like a really nice sort of shape, so it's really ergonomic, super handy for you to be using. You push down on these little levers and they release the extra elements. So there's your pokey tool, there's your little spatula, and you've got the brush at the top with those fine points for if you're doing any sort of like really detailed dies or just popping out extra elements from your dies as well. But it's really fantastic. $11.99 if you want to get yourself one of those. Another thing you'll want with your dies is of course our magnetic desktop tidy. So this is 5x7 in size. When we open it out, it comes to you flat like this. So this is how it will come out of your packaging. You just open it out, this little panel here goes upwards and it just clicks into place like that. It's got the Hunkydory H on the back with all the website details, and then this body here, which is 5x7 in size, fits all of your dies on absolutely perfectly, and they just click straight onto there in place. So if you're getting a die set out and you know you're going to be using all of your pieces all the time, then you can use your storage to keep them on there. Just $9.99 to get this. It is such a lifesaver, especially for all of those smaller sentiment dies that we all have in our stash as well. So if you want to get your hands on any of the tools that we've shown today, head over to the website and you can pick those up, but all super useful for using with your dies. But today, brand new launch for you, it is our BBQ Time Moonstone Dies. There is a fantastic new bundle where you are going to get 19 dies included. You've got your chilling and grilling, which comes with 11. That has your grill, all of your food elements and that sentiment in there, and then you're also going to get the barbecue legend. But this one is so much more than just the barbecue, because this could be used for all of our sort of culinary friends and to make special cards for those as well. Saving £10 if you get it in the bundle, £29.98 for both of them, or if you want just one of them, it's £19.99. Have a look on the website for those. I'm going to show you some more cards and then we're going to go back to Kat for our last demonstration. This is a really nice sort of paper pieced one. So using lots of different colours of cardstock, and then just adding touches of highlights with a white gel pen. I really like that idea. That one is another one by Lisa. This is beautiful as well. Really nice use of the mask there in the background to create that clouded design. That's normally what the sky looks like when you have a barbecue.
It does.
In Britain.
You're never quite sure whether it's going to stay as good or not.
You really don't. This is a great one as well. Another one by Claire. Touches of glossy accents again on just those little elements just to highlight them even more. This, when we were talking before about how many incredible cards came in from the design team that showcase like shape cards or kinetic cards, this is another fantastic one as well. This one is by Lisa, and this one you just pop up the element and it reveals that barbecue. Super cool there. And of course it's got the sentiment in the background, so really clever idea, that one. You could be using this with some of your other elements. Amy created this one on Hobby Maker using that little book page from, I think it's from Sports and Hobbies, a decollage collection that we brought out. But how fantastic does that look with that use of the checked design as well. Another really cool cat flap here. So this one has got the design on the front and then also got some of those more different elements on the back there too. Another sort of fold up card, another great way of using both of the dies on there together. You've got the barbecue legend and then you've also got the barbecue in the background. But then this is what we were talking about, when you can make it for so many other people. Like it could just be someone who loves to bake cakes. Absolutely perfect for sort of like Mother's Day, to send to like grandmas maybe. All of those people who love to cook in our life really like the shape card as well, with the barbecue legend on there. Super cute idea for that one. And then this is adorable as well, using the pinks. Really simple, but a fantastic make. So thank you to everyone who made cards for this collection, because they have been really show-stopping, and the different ideas and styles of cards have been absolutely exceptional. Let's go back to Kat though for our last demo of the day.
Kat is looking for the score tool.
Oh, we've not lost it.
Has Bex been in?
No, she hasn't. She's not
So
until
come on,
Monday.
is
I
it
mean,
this
I was
Monday?
there yesterday. Is it in
somewhere?
Is it in the scoreboard?
No. Oh no, it's here. I can see it. It's on the floor. Problem solved.
We've got it.
We've got it. It might just disappear for a second. There we go. Oh, right. There we go. So,
We've got it.
we are going to be using our apron for this one, but we are going to make this a little bit more girly. I think the guys have had the time to shine today, haven't they?
I think so too.
Let's do something for us girls.
I was going to say, I definitely knew I didn't steal that tool, because I didn't have a tool yesterday when I was out in the office, so I've got your tool off your desk.
And I've pinched it back because I found it this morning when I was going mad looking for mine. So it's a bit, I think there is a thief coming in at night, you know.
This is the problem with being
mad.
desk friends, isn't it? Because me and you sit next to each other. We're always just sharing. We've got a little no man's land between mine and Kat's desk.
So I've taken a piece of gold Mary and I'm going to be making my card base out of this. It saves having to mat and layer up. You're absolutely fine, because it's that nice like construction weight as well. So I've cut that down to 11.5 long, and then I'm going to go 5 3/4. And we are going to score, if I remember correctly, it's just 2 notches under the 3 from each side. And this should make us a gatefold card, she says optimistically.
Diane said, when is Bex back? Bex is due back in the middle of next month. So not long to go now until she's here full time, and you'll be seeing her regularly most days. She is back on Monday though. She's joining us for a day. She will be doing the show with Anne-Marie, so that's lots of fun. Diane also says she needs to take her tool thief crown back. The fun thing is now though, everything's labelled in here.
Yeah.
So we will know when it's on Bex's desk.
We will. So I am going to take another piece of gold mirror, because what we're going to turn this into, it's going to be a gatefold with agony on the front, but we're going to put like a little slot inside. So if you want to keep like recipes or little like cooking notes and stuff, that you can do that. So we're going to take this to 6 inches. And then we are going to take it to 3 1/4. And then we're just going to score 1/4 of an inch on 3 sides to create our little pockets. And then we're going to be having a big mat and layering vest. Get this all pretty. We will need to cut a mat and layer for inside the card as well. So we can do that. Fold this down. And get this nice and scored in place. All the way round, so it's nice. And then we're just going to cut off our corners, just so it's going to sit a bit better for us. I'll come back to that in a minute so I don't forget the next bit. We are then going to take another section. You should be able to get this out of one piece, those 2 inner sections. I'm going to cut this to 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. And that should be our mat for the inside. So let me just remember. So I'm going to need 2 layers for the outside. So this is, we're going to go, it was 2 notches under the 3. So we need to come another 3 notches under that. And it would be 3 notches under the 5 3/4, which I don't know if that's long enough. Now we're going to need to do another section. I did bring multiple sheets in. Let's go again. The 5 3/4, we're going to come 3 under there, and then 3 under there. So that should be my 2 sections for the front, she thinks. We're going to need a panel for the front of here. Again, I think we'll do that in the rose design. So that was, this should be 5 1/2 by 3, shouldn't it? That's the thing. So 5 1/2, 3 notches under there by that. I do know what I'm doing, honestly. Believe me, we're getting there. And then for my last piece, I hope I've got enough to do my main thing with it. I've not chopped up into everything. I'm going to go 3 notches under the 5 1/2. I'm worried now.
You've got your other bits.
I know I might need another sheet of this paper. I don't know if I've left anything wide enough to cut
Do you want me to go see if I can find it? Is it the florals and the polka dots?
Yeah.
Let me go see if it's on there. Was it on the back here? On the back wall?
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to do the yellow this side because we've done the pattern of the first one coming up. So this will be our back panel.
The only thing is, Kat, I don't know if we've got any yellow left.
I'll make it work.
Oh, no, we do.
Just
Sorry.
need one sheet.
Small drama for you there. We do.
So we'll pop this one inside. And you can do the inner panels as well if you want. Or you could turn those like into little note bits or something if you wanted to.
You could have more pockets in it, couldn't you?
You could,
have, like,
yeah.
a big pocket and then like tiny little pockets as well.
So we'll keep this design on the front and it should be like a mat and layer. And then one thing that we do have in here at the moment is plenty of red liner tape.
I'm sure Anne-Marie pulled them all. Anne-Marie could not get them apart on Monday.
Oh.
They were all stuck together. I think she may have given them a little dash with the anti-static bag to stop them sticking, but yeah, they were all. And I said to her, I don't know how that's happened because they don't come like that.
No.
They're all sort of like packaged now. Even if you get the bundle, they've got little paper between them all.
Yeah.
I have no idea how it's happened.
There's somebody that comes out of the walls at night in this building and does lots and lots of crazy stuff. It steals everybody's equipment.
Yeah.
It goes round and sticks red liner tape together. It moves things.
Moves all sorts of things.
Yeah. So I'm just giving them a good burnish down. I find it usually helps me take the backing off the red tape. then this should, I'm going to go with my bottom section first, should line up with the bottom of my card here. Let me pop that one down and fold these in, and we're just going to create this lovely little pocket on the inside. And that's 5.5 by 5.5. So if you made your cards, the recipe slips to about 5 1/4 or 5 inches, you're going to get them out. Lovely, no problem at all. So let's get these front bits on.
It's a gorgeous pattern on this paper, isn't it?
It's so, so pretty. And there then. So then I have taken, because I'm going to use my apron, I've got a piece of 6x4 just white ink me cardstock. I'm going to cut some more of this paper down to size. I'll just do 6x4 again. It's just to give it a little bit more stability, because this is a paper. If you just pop that straight onto the front of your card, with it having like an overhang, it's going to get damaged really quickly. So if you just get that on to some, I'm going to be really generous with my tape roller here. You can use your construction glue.
When you're doing this, because you're cutting into it and it's got lots of different sections.
Yeah.
You could also use your double-sided adhesive sheets if you've got any of those. That would work quite well with this.
Yep. So we'll pop that on there. And then a little bit more tape. I'm going to have to do, I want two little gloves as well. So I'm going to put one on there. And then we'll use the excess in a minute to cut the other one out. Let's run this through. That way.
I don't know how that mats like that.
That way.
It's not as bad as the one in the craft room though. Have you seen that one?
No, definitely not.
I put that one in the bin the other day. It was almost like curled into a sausage, like a cylinder. It was ridiculous. You can tell we're northern, that's for sure.
Then let's do that with that one, and then I'm going to cut off the excess from this side and just run it through the little machine just so I can get another mitten out. It's not a mitten, it's a cooking glove technically, isn't it? Shouldn't really be calling it.
You could use it as a mitten if
you
wanted
could,
to make
absolutely.
a Christmas card.
It'd be such a cute size, wouldn't it? It's amazing how just a couple of festive trolley dashes and all our brains are all back at Christmas
I know,
again.
it's ridiculous.
So we are going to pop that out of there.
Dan's face yesterday morning when I told him we were doing Christmas shows. He was like, "Are you joking?" I was like, "No."
Lisa, have I got a tiny little bit of time? Are we rushing?
No, we've got time.
Just to cut. I want to
It's only currently 59.
Oh, well, we're all
We've
right.
got loads of time.
Yeah. I'm just going to cut the penny again, but just to get the little pocket out, just to decorate this a little bit. So I'm just going to pick a piece that's got a little bit of detail in.
A little bit of everything on it.
Yeah. And we'll run that through. Don't need to worry too much about what's on. That will just fit inside there, I think, won't it? Ooh. No, maybe not. Do you know? Just break the machine.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
It is a squeeze to get it through. Did you manage to get it through?
It's got through. It's just popped the thing out. That's all. That'll go back in.
I didn't know whether that one fit through. So there you go. All your dies are going to fit through that machine then. We think about everything. I thought that it would be a little bit too wide with the arms. Not the arms, the ties.
Strings. So we're just going to cut the pocket out just to give a little bit more detail to the front here. Then I'm actually going to cut off the strings on this one. And we are going to add our own ribbons to the back. Now, I've not quite got this far, so this could all go wrong. I wanted to try and come up with some way that I could ribbon it and it work like a tie.
Stick your ribbon onto the back of the back of your apron.
Yeah.
And then
bring it all the way around. Yeah. Right.
Stick the ribbon on the back and then stick your apron where you want to stick it.
Yeah.
Onto the...
So we're going to go like this.
Yeah.
And then we will get a foam pad on one side of here.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to like tie it around the back, won't you?
Yeah,
and then tie
and
it
bring
in a bow.
it to the side, yeah. So if you do this on just one side, because we don't want it to go on both. Take that off there. Pop that down in the middle. And then I'm going to bring this round and we can kind of tie it off to the side here. Just as a little
cute
bow detail.
This is adorable.
Just wanted to do something a little bit different. Ignore my ugly bow.
These dies as well would look really, really good with your binding discs.
They would.
Coming back in stock soon, people.
Yes.
Keep your eyes peeled. Don't have a set date yet, though. You need to see Stacey tomorrow. Just annoy her a little bit about that.
Add our little mittens on. We'll put one down flat and one on a little bit of foam pad.
Sue says this card is gorgeous.
Just like that. And there we have cute little.
Absolutely adorable. And I love the fact that you've got the space in the middle for all the recipes.
Yeah, and then you can just pop that out. Little notes.
Absolutely adorable. Thanks, Kat.
You're welcome.
3 fantastic demos today. Lots of different techniques for you to be trying at home as well. Next up, tomorrow, Dan and Amy are going to be here, 10 a.m, our final festive trolley dash. Lisa, is there even any stuff left?
I don't know because I've not been here, so hopefully.
Lisa doesn't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. And next up on Hobby Maker, Anne-Marie's going to be down there tomorrow. She has a very busy day. Join her at 2 p.m. Do not miss the 2 p.m. show. She has the most incredible Blushing Blossoms collection. It's stunning. 6 p.m. Don't miss this one either. Golden Oldies, full collection, acetate, cardstock, toppers. What else was on that show? Foil, cardstock, back in stock. Don't know how it happened. Well, I do know how it happened, but we won't talk about that. 8 p.m. Another look at that Blushing Blossoms. There we go.
Easy for you to say.
She's got a very, very busy day, and the demos that she's got for that show as well are really, really good. So make sure you tune in to watch them. That's all from us today. Have a lovely rest of your day. Hopefully it's sunny where you are, and we'll see you all again very soon.